Hey, good morning, guys. It is Friday, March 11th, day 9. And today we're back at looking at some of these character aspects of God, who He is. And just here's the thing, when we can focus on God, it really prepares our heart to take on the rest of the things in the world. Because remember, if God's for us, who can be against us? And so remembering who is for us, not just who He is, what His name is, but all the things that make Him who He is. God. And today, this is kind of a big one. It's His omnipresence. It means He's present everywhere. There's nowhere that God isn't or can't be. This is another aspect of God's infinitude. It's his limitless nature. So as we think about who God is, this is a huge piece of this. And there's a lot of scripture we're going to look at today. Proverbs 15:3 says, "The eyes of the Lord are in every place, keeping watch on the evil and the good." I can remember as a kid, I always used to kind of wonder, was I going to get away with this? And the fact of the matter is, as my mom and my grandma would always remind me, God knows. He sees everything that happens. The eyes of the Lord are in every place. You can't hide from God. Jeremiah 23:24 says it like this: Can a man hide himself in secret places that I cannot see him? Declares the Lord. Do I not fill heaven and earth? Declares the Lord. He's like, I'm everywhere. I fill it all up. So we can't hide from God because he's omnipresent. He is everywhere all at once. Psalm 139:7 says this: Where shall I go from your spirit? Or where shall I flee from your presence? If I ascend to heaven, you're there. If I make my bed in Sheol, you're there. If I take the wings of the morning and dwell in the uttermost parts of the sea, even there your right hand shall lead me, and your right hand shall hold me. When we talk about this, I think it's just so important to realize that God is not only in the places that we have designated as holy. He's everywhere. Back in the 90s and the 2000s, when I was a teenager, there was a band I used to listen to called Waterdeep, and they have this song. And this has always stuck with me. It's called "If You Want to Get Free." And I apologize because this might seem a little offensive, but I want you to think about God's omnipresence when you hear me say this. He says, "In the gas station bathroom by the condom machine, I heard the word of the Lord." He says, "Take off your shoes. This is holy ground too. I came to save the sick and the bored." And that reminds me, in your lowest places, God is there. In the biggest failure, God is there. When you've crossed the line and you don't know how you're going to find your way back, God is there. And there's nowhere you can go where His love and His grace can't find you and aren't already there to greet you. As a kid, I kind of saw that as a negative. I saw it as oh man, I'm never going to get away with this. As an adult, as I've grown, as I've matured, as I'm raising my own kids, I see this as a beautiful promise. It's not about getting away with anything. It's part of the fact that He never leaves us or forsakes us. And that's a beautiful thing to remember. Today, as you pray, as you journal, hope you're taking some time to journal this stuff. Express some gratitude and some thankfulness just because of God's omnipresence. And you're never alone. You don't have to be alone. He's right there with you wherever you're at. And so anyway, take some time to journal about that today and just thank God for never